there's a slow part. That's the song Arsenry, which isn't even a word, but still an awesome piece of music nonetheless. And it's the latest from Cobalt, one of the best metal bands on the planet right now. It's from their new album, Gin, released last March, and it already won a pile of awards, including the #1 Metal Album of the Year, 2009, from PopMatters.com. It was the #2 Metal Album of the Year in Terrorizer magazine, #5 Metal Album of the Year, Decibel magazine, and the #7 Metal of the Year by Cat Fancy. I didn't even know felines ranked metal albums. But the story behind this band is just as good as its music. Its lead singer wrote all the lyrics while stationed in South Korea as an Army staff sergeant. Now he's currently stationed in lovely Manhattan, Kansas. Joining us is Staff Sergeant Phillip McSorley, Cobalt's lead singer and all-around badass. He knows riffs like I know spliffs. So, Sergeant, to my knowledge, you're the only lead singer of a metal band that I have to call Sergeant. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know of anyone else, I mean, no one's contacted me, and I haven't heard of anyone else, but, it's a world I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, are there any other metal heads in the Army?
Actually, lately, we've been getting a lot of people that have been talking to us from the Army that have heard about us just from whatever press we've been getting and stuff like that. And it's all been really positive because I think that we portray the Army in a pretty positive light. Not that the main theme of Cobalt is being in the Army, but I think that a lot of people kind of relate to what we're saying.
Well, I mean, that's what's amazing about it. I mean, okay, you get all these accolades, basically what I would say, from websites that I wouldn't call uber patriotic, and here they are. They're basically voting your album as one of the top albums of the decade. Decibel magazine did, and then one of the top by Stereo Gum as well. Are you surprised by this?
I was very surprised, actually, but I've never considered myself to be the most patriotic person out there. I would say that my politics are pretty nil when it comes to the band Cobalt itself, and what I really believe in is the oath that I've taken as a human being to be a lion in combat, to face the enemies of my country. It doesn't really necessarily mean that I'm patriotic on every level that everyone else would portray me in, but I am appreciative of all the support that we've been given.
Yeah.
As far as from the press.
How would you describe your music? I've heard everything from extreme metal to death metal, which I know it's not death metal. It's not it's not thrash metal. I've heard war metal. How would you describe it?
Well, when we first started out, we were playing it, a lot faster, heavier type of music, and we were calling it war metal at the time. I wasn't in the Army yet, and I put my money where my mouth was by joining the Army and willingly participating in the war.
Wow.
Which I did at a later period. But as far as what I would classify myself as now, I'd just say it's just metal. It's just heavy, and it portrays a lot of different spectrums of emotion, possibly more than bands that pigeonhole themselves into a lot of predictable patterns.
I'd love to say that when I listen to your music that I know what you're singing about, but I can't understand a single word. So what are you singing about?
Well, Gin, basically the lyrical concept for Gin is the Overman from Nietzsche, and there's a lot of themes in there that are encompassed by the writing of Hemingway and Hunter S. Thompson. A lot of excess, a lot of male-centered type of just encompassing yourself as a human being in the relationships that you have in a masculine way, and portraying yourself as a lion.
So basically it's about killing. In short. I'm going to ask you, how did you do this album? I mean, you wrote the lyrics in South Korea, then you went back home and recorded it?
Right. How it happened was we did one album before I joined the Army that was totally done collaboratively while we were both living in the same town. As I joined the Army, it became harder for us, but actually it was kind of a really great way for us to record, because we kind of went off and lived these separate lives. He's living in New York City now. I'm living, in a new place every couple months, and maybe in a new country every couple months. So what we've done with that is we meet up every couple of years and we just record an album based on that life experience and what's going on. And what I've always said about our music is that we don't make, 3 crappy albums a year. We make, 4 great albums every decade.
Yeah.
So
well,
I don't care how long it takes.
Well, I got to say, it's an amazing CD. I look forward to the next one. And congratulations on all your success. And also thank you for your service to the country. I know you're going to be in the Army for life. I think that's an amazing thing. And best of luck to you. The band is called Cobalt. Their latest album is called Gin. Buy it. It's fantastic. If you like metal, you're going to love it. If you don't like metal, it will probably cause you to jump off a bridge. But, hey, that's your choice. Coming up next.